Now, greetings and welcome to our new moon channeling, our energetic upgrade. And we've been through some kind of energetic tsunami lately with the
Yes.
yeah, right. Hi Heather, how are you?
I agree. I'm just glad that Adam eases my nerves, letting me know that this is all normal because it's just been, wow, intense.
No, normal in an abnormal kind of way, but
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
so we've had the Scorpio new moon. We've had a bunch of comets. We had all the solar activity. So Heather and I tonight are going to help you to ground and assimilate all the Scorpio, this transformative, transmutive energy, all this powerful ascension energy. So it'll help you to ground and direct that because the moon's actually in Sagittarius now. The new moon actually already happened, so it's in Sagittarius. So it's time to direct all this powerful energy in a way that's going to be useful, conducive for our growth, for our healing, for our awakening. So that is our job today. So
And I
that's
feel like
what I have to
doing
say.
this healing and this channeling during the Sagittarius moon, being that it's still the new moon energy,
Yes.
I think it's really going to help with that Jupiter retrograde that we felt as well.
And Mercury's retrograde, and Mercury's at its
Oh, fun,
midpoint.
fun.
So
Yeah.
I have information for you. It'll be on the pin comments, on the description, on this new moon. We just did a live stream 2 nights ago, just describing like why this new moon is really, really powerful and how to utilize it for our advantage, for our ascension, as well as our success in an earthly way. So we have that information for you. Encourage you to go to that to understand more about the energies of this transmission. So we're going to speak in the language of frequency, now. So basically, people are starting to get on. So I'm going to just describe. Let me see who's here so far. Wait. It can't be
Let's
just
say hi.
Deborah Brooke and God, I forgot your name, our Argentum. Hi, Colleen. So people are starting to find us. And only 14 on live right now, but people are starting to
Well, we
find us.
did a little earlier because the sun goes down so early here in the Hudson Valley. I mean, I watch it at 4:30, just this is
It's
a
dark
dark,
at
dark time.
4:30. Yeah, it's getting dark at
Adam, what is
4:30.
the day? I know that there's a winter solstice, but what's the actual day that is the darkest?
Well, okay, the earliest sunset is December 7th or the 8th. So
Okay.
that's the earliest sunset. The shortest day, of course, is December 21st, the solstice. Then
Mhm.
the latest sunrise, other than when we touch into daylight saving time in March. But other than that anomaly of our clock, that would be January around the 4th, I think.
Okay.
It's that elliptical orbit and all that stuff. That's why it doesn't line up,
Yeah.
so it's a little counterintuitive, but that's life on the sphere, right? Or wait,
Yes.
or is the Earth flat? No, I'm not making fun of anybody that believes that. It's just a joke.
I just really think it's important to remember, we think of the dark time of the year as the winter, but actually we are in the dark time of the year now.
Yeah,
I mean, this is it. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but leading up to the new moon, those last days leading up to the new moon, I was like, whoa, like we are in the dark side of the moon, in the dark
yeah.
side of the year. And it is no joke. I mean, it was put on your big girl panties and, you know,
Now we could live in northern Sweden where around midday you just get a little bit of twilight this time of year, and that's your daylight
yeah.
for months, basically, like every
Alaska,
day.
Alaska
Yeah,
too.
northern Alaska too.
Yeah,
Yeah, anywhere close to the North Pole,
yeah.
north of the Arctic Circle. So anyway, I think we should begin. Yes.
Right, wonderful. I'm ready.
All right. So am I. So I'm gonna go first tonight. So let
Yes.
me go solo here. Yay! It's just me. All right. So if anybody's new to this work, I work with a group that I know is the Master Teachers. I got that name through Susie Mazzoli. I sat in on her channeling about 2 to 3 years every week, and I basically they work with me and probably work with my frequency so that in the future, because I started to channel them a good 10 years after I did that work with her, so they're probably preparing me for this work. So that's the origins, and it's a conscious channeling. It's a blending of forces, so to speak. So the master teachers, they're interdimensional beings of intelligence, of light, And when they channel, they use a human channel in order to affect the frequency. So they use people like myself. They go by other names too. So we kind of blend energetically. And then as I'm leading the process and you're present with the process, then through and direct energy transmission and voice activation, they're able to affect your energies also with your higher self and your guides. So nothing's, done subliminally here. It's all out in the open and everything. So that's how it works. So when I'm leading the meditation, they'll start talking about things, whatever comes through. But the idea is to stay in your meditation, even when they're talking. And then we'll keep going on. We're raising the frequencies. We may do some tony or light language. And the idea is to really help to, these are very powerful energies, but they can be a little bit nebulous. They're so strong with the Scorpio New Moon and all the stuff with 3i Atlas and the other comets and the solar flares. We're just in very, very high energy or voltage, but it's very, I don't know if nebulous is the right word, but it's not directed right now. But we're in the Sagittarius moon, so they're going to help us to direct these energies for our ascension, our healing, our growth, and for earthly success also. So that's what I have to say. That's my explanations. This is very, very, very powerful work. Some people feel it more than others. If you get uncomfortable in the process, do your best to breathe through, but you can always step out if it's overwhelming. Sometimes that happens, and you may start to feel your chakras activated. You might have like a gamma or type experience where the crown chakra opens and you get a DMT release and go into more of a gamma brainwave state. So different, whatever we're ready for. They work with us individually. It's a group of many, many, many beings, thousands of beings, and they're part of collective consciousness. They're just part of the fields that we all draw from. So as I'm working, you'll have your own guides that are part of the team of the master teachers working with you individually, because we're all at different places of our spiritual evolution, and we all have different paths because all paths lead to home. So are we ready? So let's just get nice and relaxed. Just start to tune into your breathing. Greetings, dear ones. Yes, we are here. We are enjoying this energy because we have so many different energetic beings. You are all energetic portals unto yourself, all bringing something unique, something new, and something special to the table of your collective, whether that's the collective of this community, the collective of your earth community, the collective of your interdimensional extraterrestrial community, because you are part of a great web of life, a great tapestry of existence. And as you change one stitch of that tapestry, it affects the whole tapestry. So you are that important. You are your own universe unto yourself. And no matter where you go, you are always at the center. So we are raising the frequencies. Relax and breathe. Inhale love and light and joy. Hold, circulate that. Exhale, release tension, worry, stress, and other people's energies. We recommend, this channel recommends, as we do, to do long, deep breathing during your stressful days. 3 times a day, 3 minutes at a time is a good general formula. Relax shoulders, relax chin, relax forehead, and do long, deep breathing. And you can go into the receptive, meditative state in a matter of seconds by just doing those things. We are all about economy of motion, economy of energy, economy of time, for there is no time, and all energy is one energy, and all motion is interconnected and interrelated. So relax your shoulders. Inhale, love, light, joy, the universe. Exhale, release any stuck cogged energies, other people's energies. The crazy world you live in, well, the world's not crazy. It's just undergoing transformation and growth and driving certain people crazy, some of whom are your fearless leaders of your countries, of your organization, of your spiritual organizations also. Long, deep breathing 3 times a day, 3 minutes is a formula to maintain integrity, vibrational integrity we are talking about, but the other kind of integrity does not hurt either. Groundedness, direction, purpose, and connection to your divine source. Raising the frequencies. And your reality is undergoing a dynamic process at this time. Just relax and breathe and absorb our words. That everything in your reality is changing. The frequency has shifted ever so slightly. 1 mere millihertz of change of frequency, or even less, changes the entire fabric of your reality. So as you're receiving these upgrades naturally with us or other channels, through the interaction of the stars and planets with your world, of comets, so forth and so on, lunar phases, solar flares. It is changing the very core from which you exist, which in turn changes the atoms. This is quantum reality, changes the dynamics of the inter or subatomic reality, which is a scaled down universe, by the way, within your physical universe. It's all empty space, 99.99999% empty space, with a few planets, stars, asteroids, and whatnot. Or is it? Is it empty space? Or perhaps your universe is alive and conscious. Perhaps there is dust and plasma deep in interstellar space, which is energetic, which is ionic, which is transconducive of energy, of frequency, of thought and consciousness. So your universe is anything but empty. And that empty space within your atoms at 99.99999% empty space, where the electrons fly, the nuclei occupy that 0.000001%, is anything but empty. It is imbued with energy and particles that are so small. They're the equivalent, scaled up or scaled down, may be the right vernacular for what we are trying to relate to you. That within interstellar space, there's microscopic particles of dust and plasma. So imagine scaling that down in an atom, which is beyond microscopic. You get the idea. And these energies change what goes on within the atoms. It changes the alignment. When there's a polar adjustment or shift, the atoms orient in a different direction and your poles are migrating very, very fast now. When higher energy surges affect your fields, it eventually trickles down to the physical and changes the atoms. And it's aligning in more of a crystalline structure. Crystalline means more ability to transmit energy, which is why much of your technology is made from crystals, quartz crystal and whatnot. This is what is happening, dear ones, in your reality. The very fabric that your reality is built upon is undergoing change and transformation. And what happens? You feel differently. Some cannot handle it, that are not doing the spiritual work, that are holding on to the old stories, that are obstructive of these new energies and causes pain, discomfort, disease, and whatnot. So we will help you to clear your vessel, so to speak, to allow these higher frequencies to flow through you and around you, so the nature may do her thing with you to assist in your natural upgrade and your natural spiritual awakening that is already happening if you could but just let go and not resist. Resistance comes from the body, the physical, the ego, etc., etc. It's a survival instinct in your illusory 3D world. Through various practices, you can transcend that. Things like fasting, things like the breathing techniques that Wim Hof teaches, which the channel loves, by the way, and others. Transcending the human through doing Sundance ceremony of the Lakotas, where they condition their bodies, minds, and energetic fields to go days upon days without water or food, in sort of a spiritual suspension, as it were. You're so much more. You're so much more than the flesh, than the physical. You are, after all, beings of light and consciousness, just like us. We're just at a different trajectory, or a different place, we should say, of our evolution, where we've blended back with the divine. But you too are blended with the divine. You're just working through the illusion of the physical. And illusion may not even be the best terminology. Let's just say the lessons of the physical, of the matrix. So, with perspective, all these charged atmospheric astronomical events are catalyzing the upgrades. So we will allow you now, through our work with you, for you, by you, because you are doing the work. You have attracted us into your lives, not the other way around. We will help you to set into these new energies and frequencies to direct this very powerful force, this charge of multiple magnitudes beyond where you've been before, to transmute that into purpose, direction, for healing, growth, transformation. We're raising the frequencies, dears. Relax, breathe, allow, open. Feel your heart open. It all starts with the heart, the portal to your higher soul self, and the higher consciousness that's able to understand the workings of your universe. Feel very grounded. So we start with the root, anchoring the root into the earth, opening the sacral center, your emotional roots, the solar plex, your energetic roots, and the heart, the great balancer, equilibrium, the big gyro, as it were, spinning, sending waves of light and frequency within you and around you in all dimensions, all directions. Feel that heart open to receive and to give. Hearts are here to love. The resonance of love and gratitude is what connects you to the higher frequencies. For as you receive something from the Great Spirit, you feel gratitude and thereby connect with Source to this elevated emotion. So allow yourself to feel grateful, compassionate, and loving. Feeling your throat, third eye, and crown opening to these higher resonances at this time. Resonance of love, empowerment, and knowledge. Information, as it were, of who and what you truly are. Raising the frequencies, we will begin the transmission. Relax and breathe. Stay present, stay with your breath, open, conscious of flow. Eda shositia bokwasema wahumebe bato babate tata so wichin ni breathe, relax, you're raising the frequencies. Light language is an ancient form of spiritual communication that your higher self resonates with and responds to in accordance with your divine will. Sasho sosotatia kokuminan emanahel. Let's kick it up a notch. We're working at this time with Archangel Metatron. We are assisting you here at this time, this very now moment, to condense your energies and all your realities into this now moment. Condense, condense, condense. Draw all that energy into your heart. Condense, 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 and release. Bring all that beautiful light and energy in. Condense, condense. Light condenses through your auric fields into your heart, going bright, 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 bright. Release. One more time like that. Feel, sense all the light, energy, frequency all around you of the multiverse, of your universe. Condensing, drawing it in with your heart, drawing all realities, all time and space, all fields of reality into the heart, going bright, 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 condensing to the size of a pin. Release. It is time to reclaim the totality of your power and being, to retrieve those lost soul parts through this and other lifetimes and realities. The traumas that sever, it is love and gratitude that reintegrates. The more you feel the energies of love, gratitude, compassion, and hold that in your heart, the more you call back scattered energies that may have been left behind through traumas, through fears, through interactions with others, through the programming of your world. We ask you practice this every day. Bring the energies in. You can even utilize breath mechanics. Inhale, inhale, draw all that energy in from the universe. Feel your heart actually expand as you draw the energy in. Then exhale, release. Do this each and every day, dear ones. This is a new earth, a new reality, a new frequency. something unfamiliar you were stepping into. And yes, of course, your ego, your survival instincts of the body resist that change. Discomfort comes up, sleeplessness, changes of attitude, whatever it is. Recognize it's just self-talk. It's just self-dialogue. It's not your spirit. It's the resistance. It's natural. Do not suppress it, dear ones. Observe it. Work with it. Walk with it. That's how you transcend it. Not through resistance. It just gets stronger. All you need to do is learn to get present. Stop those thoughts, or shall we say more accurately, observe the thoughts. Set the intention to stop the thoughts, but observe them as they come up. And be present and work with the heart every day. This is how you're going to attain your wholeness. This new moon, the Scorpio energy, it's there to transmute, transform. It transmutes poison to medicine. Scorpion that bites its own tail and regenerates, transmutes into something greater than itself, maybe a butterfly, maybe a dragon. And now to direct that into your direction of growth, new understanding, new spiritual insight. Relax and breathe. We are going to complete the transmission, raising the frequencies. Feel your beautiful hearts expanding through the light, through the galaxies, through infinity, yet condensing all that was lost and scattered back to the totality of your being, so you can step into your next level. Beware the flow, the frequencies, the velocity of frequencies. We increase, working with you in great spirit, for your upgrade to increase the energies, raise the vibrations or frequencies, as it were. Raising the energies. Pay attention to feelings, perceptions, and visions that come to you at this time, at this phase. But do not try to get anything. Just stay present. Present in the heart, present in the body, present in the ethers. Breathe, relax. Allow the new information, new upgrades in. As you start to ground your energies, taking energies from above and around you through your crown portal and your heart portal, through your body and into the earth, to send healing, upliftment, and love for the earth, all her beings. We send some light and prayers out into the collective, out into your earth, your society, to your environment. To help those who need healing, who need freedom, who need hope. To find this higher frequency, this higher wave. For as it hits, it brings inspiration, inspire in spirit. Spread a wave of inspiration through the world. Help those on the brink of giving up to recognize there is a divine purpose and it will get better. More may need to happen in your world, but it will get better. You're grounding the frequencies, deepening your breaths, grounding the energies into the earth, into the planet, into the collective fields, into your inner energetic fields. To assist in finding purpose and direction to these very, very high Scorpio New Moon energies. Feel grounded, feel your roots around your auric field, your auric egg. In your mind, create a tailpipe somewhere near the bottom. Open it to release any static excess energies. Deepen your breathing. When you're ready, open your eyes. And make sure you're drinking lots of water. That was pretty strong. Yeah. And Heather's back.
I'm back. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So it is time for me to say goodbye briefly.
Hi, everyone. All right. So we just had our incredible energetic transmission, and now we're going to do some healing, and we're going to really work with that Scorpio moon, which actually lasted for days. We went through a long void of course on Monday, moved into Scorpio on Monday. We had it all day Tuesday. We had it all day Wednesday, and we had it until we shifted into Sagittarius today. So the Scorpio moon was revealing a lot to us, and it had plenty of time to do it. It really allowed us to either have inner revelations or maybe in our outside world in relationships, or as master teacher said, to drink water. In our relationships or in our environments or in our situations, things may have been revealed to us. And I bet a lot of you would say in the comments, like, yes, no, things did. It's all about what is the mysterious, what is under the surface, what is hidden from me that is now coming into light and then going to come through with this new moon energy. And then the new moon comes in last night and it transforms that. So if the revelations seemed a little bit, Scorpio sometimes is known as more of like the darkness. Not that the darkness is bad, but it can definitely come not only with mystery, but it can come with some of the darkness. So therefore, pre-new moon, when we were in the dark side of the moon, in the dark time of year, the revelations may have taken on a quality where we weren't feeling as positive about it. But once that new moon came in, we can really flip that. We can really transform that. And now the fact that we invite in a Sagittarius moon, which I truly believe is going to help us with the Jupiter retrograde that just started recently. Sagittarius can be a very truthful sign. It brings in some fire, which can be transformation, which Adam did a lot of talking about. But I always think, especially because Jupiter is its ruling planet, it can bring in a lot of positivity. So that's what I want to do tonight. I want with this healing for us to take the darkness and turn it into the flame and the positivity, and turn our knowing or our revealing experience into something that we are going to be able to go forward with and feel good about. Even something that we find out may be signifying an ending of something that can be good, right? That can be positive. It may not feel good in the moment. Humans tend to resist change, but it can actually be wonderful and it can be the best thing for us. And again, sometimes we're just getting information so that we can communicate better. We can shift more, we can love more, we can really get into an emotional, mental, physical, spiritual vibration that's going to serve us more. So that's the kind of energy I want to bring in tonight with this healing. Before we start, I'd like to invite in the goddess Inanna. Inanna is an ancient Sumerian goddess. Eventually it became Ishtar. So this was pre-Ishtar. And she was the lady of the heavens, and she ruled over political power. And here in the United States, as well as on the planet, in all of the countries, we're dealing with a lot of issues around political power. She also definitely ruled over, being an ancient goddess, fertility, abundance. And what happened with her is, even though she was of the heavens, she was very lunar based. She's known to often coincide with a Scorpio moon, especially a new moon. And she was born of the moon, whereas her brother was born of the sun, even though they were gods and goddesses that represented the moon or represented the sun. So she's a lunar birth, and we're entering into our new lunar cycle now, one of the last of 2025 in our current calendar year. And Inanna at one point went into the underworld, and all of her power, whether it be fertility, abundance, political, the other things that she ruled over, all of her power was stripped of her as she descended into the underworld. And there are the stories and the artistry that depict her where it also said her material possessions were stripped of her. So as she descends into the underworld, where they try to have her meet her death, but she is saved by one and she is brought back up, which is why she's the lady of the heavens. One of the reasons she's the lady of the heavens. Let's think about, sometimes to come into material power or material abundance, we first need to descend. And we're in that Scorpio energy. So descension, underworld, dream time, psychic power, what's in the dark, what's in the night, what's hidden from us, what's mysterious, what we have that we hold that's mysterious. We can get our power from that. So as we descend into the underworld and our material is falling away, this is how we can truly connect with what we material or abundantly want. And that doesn't have to just be riches, money, currency. It can be many things, right? We all know that abundance and material richness can be many things. But let's think about her bringing in the process of shedding all of that material, whether maybe this is a good time, we're coming up on the holidays that many cultures celebrate. Maybe it's time to clear out a little bit. Maybe it's time to clear spiritually a little bit before we get to the solstice and the light half of the year comes back, which coincides with our calendar new year that we celebrate now. Maybe it's time to clear for new relationships, new situations, et cetera, to come in. So allow things to shed, even if it's just symbolically. and maybe put into physical practice in your physical world, doing a couple things. It can be representative, or it can be the actual act of shedding the material. But as we go into the underworld, remember, we're coming back up in this new moon cycle into rising up again. And that's a lot of what the master teachers talked about, was, being able to go through these shifts and through this time so that we really could get to that feeling of the high vibration and the elevation. And that is always the goal. If you are connected to yourself and spirit, as above, so below, the planet, the earth, other beings, we're really looking to get into those really good higher vibrations where we can feel peaceful and free and joyful, and where we can live the life that we deserve with the good social structure and the good, bringing in Anana, the good political structure that we deserve. Because in 2025, we are conscious and elevated enough to have a much better way of operating socially and politically and materialistically. So I think that everyone, honestly, in their hearts wants that. I think that fear comes in, sort of that shadow. And Scorpio is really good at dealing with the shadows. It can bring a lot of incredible spirituality to the shadows. So fear can misguide us, worry can misguide us, jealousy, greed can misguide us, right? But really, everybody wants to feel good at their base. That's one of the nature of incarnating and being human. We want to get back to that way it felt in spirit, where things are in a different place, where they feel good. So that being said, we're going to do our healing now, but I'm just inviting Inanna to help all of us during this new moon cycle, and to guide us through the Scorpio sun season, and to guide us through the retrogrades, and however she can come into each and every one of our lives, whether you be here tonight or you're finding us later on. May she work with us on a personal level. And I love the ancientness of her. I mean, she really predates Aphrodite. She predates a lot of these goddesses that came after her. So she's at the core, and all of us have DNA that is at the core of humanity. Okay. So relax, and we're going to start from the root, and we're going to go up tonight, and we are going to reveal the mystery inside of ourself, in our internal world, that our external world also helps. And because we are in the Sagittarius moon tonight, and I think the flame is such a powerful, transformative tool, we're actually going to use some spiritual flame as well, instead of just using the watery realms of Scorpio. So tuning into our breath, getting nice and relaxed. I want you to imagine a black question mark in your root chakra, down at the base. Feel that black question mark, black representing the mystery, black representing the void, black representing the spiritual meaning of the color, space, the void, mystery, the night, the universe. And this question mark holds the energy of all of the mysteries related to your root chakra. And if you want to know what the chakras rule over, I do teach these kind of things, but you can just set your intention. Your root chakra will have physical things that it rules over. It will have emotions that it rules over. It will have mental processes that it rules over, and your own spiritual meanings that it rules over. That's very personal for you. So that black question mark now, we are going to envelop in a spiritual golden flame. So the golden flame is just in our root chakra. It's clearing, it's cleansing, it's enveloping the black question mark. As it's doing that, we're bringing in the high vibration of the color gold. And we're also bringing in the power of our solar plexus chakra, which rules over our freedom, our courage, our confidence, and our self-love. So we're bringing freedom and courage and confidence and self-love to our root chakra. We're bringing in the spiritual, divine energy of the golden flame. We're bringing in the present and the now, the present moment. And as that golden flame envelops that black question mark in our root, the question mark starts to slowly burn away. And this is the part of the healing where I want you to be silent and go within and allow any images of what the mysteries are, any messages, any words, any sounds. Just allow anything to come to you. And take a moment, and I'm going to support the process. If nothing comes to you, then just allow the knowledge and the revelation to be there. Don't stress about it. We're in the present. We're not getting in our head about things. But if there are any images, any sounds, any feelings that come to you, just take those in. And remember, the golden flame is now clearing and cleansing your root chakra and healing it. The question mark is gone now. You can always come back to this video and redo the process if you want to get more messages from the root at a different time. But let me support this happening for each and every one of you. I always work on those that are with us live first, and then I work on my afterplay folks that come to us at any point in time, whether it be 2025 or 3025. And breathe. Breathe in through the root, fanning the flame, and breathe out through the root, cleansing and clearing. Allowing that shedding process to happen. Allowing all unknown mysteries to be revealed, and allowing the positive energy and vibration and healing of the understanding and the knowledge of how this is going to serve you going forward. And Anana reminds us that we have to shed material to make space for new material. We can't get too cluttered. Sometimes we need that purge or that shedding for the new. And sometimes the new is really what you want. You're not always attached to what you have. There's a creativity and a spark and a passion and a desire that's programmed into us, spirits and beings. And it craves new things. It craves different, shiny, exciting, joyful, beautiful, expansive newness. So allow that golden flame to remain in your root chakra, just keeping it really healthy and really cleared. And let's move up to the sacral chakra, bringing a watery black question mark there. And this question mark is going to be the mysteries in our sacral chakra that have to do with our physical, our emotional, our mental, and our spiritual. And now let's envelop it with a spiritual golden flame, bringing in all the power of confidence and courage and self-love and self-renewal, and bringing in that energy as it envelops it and slowly melts it away until only a golden flame remains. And as that golden flame remains in your sacral chakra, I'm going to do the healing and support all of the mysteries of the sacral to be revealed to you. Allow your messages to come. Allow your inner knowings to come. Allow any revelations to come. And allow anything that wants to melt, flow, shed, transform away to just go. And now bringing the energy up into our solar plexus. Let's have a fiery black question mark, black flames, absolute spiritual fire shaping into the mystery, shaping into a question mark in our solar plexus area. And now let's bring in that spiritual golden flame to envelop, wrap around it, and slowly combine until the mystery fades away and all that's left is the bright golden flame. And allow your messages to come. Allow the energy of the solar plexus to unite with the revelations of the solar plexus, all the things that rule over the physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental. Allow them to reveal themselves to you now, and allowing anything to burn away and transform that is no longer serving you or that is cluttering your solar plexus region. Supporting your healing now and your understanding and knowing. Mysteries solved. The I am, your yang, the I want to be, I want to do. A lot of energy in this solar plexus. A lot of importance on organ health here. This is where our liver sits, our stomach, our pancreas, our spleen, our gallbladder, our appendix, the small intestine, all of the beautiful, beautiful organs that sit inside this area, our diaphragm that we breathe and sing from, our belly button, which is the portal into our transformation from spirit to incarnation. Big part of our breath. Healing, healing, healing. Revelation, revelation, revelation. Mysteries solved, understanding and clarity happening, messages being received. All right, let's keep that golden flame going in the solar plexus. Let's bring the energy up to our heart, into our spirit, and let's have a transparent black question mark representing air, representing the heart chakra mysteries. And let's quickly envelop it with a spiritual golden flame, activating the spirit, activating the heart, dissolving the question, helping us with all the mysteries of our purpose, of what our soul wants, our spirit wants, of our heart, of our lungs, of our breath, of our true self. Allowing it to heal this, give us messages and give us clarity. Allowing the mystery to dissolve, what needs to shed as we receive this healing, receive this clarity, receive this understanding and all knowing, all within the present moment, all within the present time. And this golden spiritual flame is activating our spirit, allowing our spirit to drive, be the conductor, be the orchestrator, be the big boss of our worlds and our true walk on this earth. All right, breathe, allow that golden flame to continue in the heart center, bringing our spiritual question mark, our ethereal question mark up to our throat, and allowing that to be encompassed with beautiful spiritual golden flame, revealing the mystery, dissolving the question, healing all physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual energy that sits in the throat chakra, giving you your revelations and healing, healing, healing in this energy center area. Healing the mystery behind hearing spirit, hearing your guides, hearing the angels, hearing all the light beings, helping shed away the veil that prevents you from hearing your messages, remembering that they often come in your own voice, not necessarily another voice. Keeping that healing and that flame going, bringing up the ethereal mystery into the third eye, our question mark in this energy center, representing the mysteries of our thoughts, the mysteries of our intuition, the mystery of our brain, the mystery of the physicality our third chakra rules over, including the eyes. Allowing that golden flame to heal it now and to reveal more, knowing, really activating that third eye clairvoyance, giving you some visions as your messages. And this is a good time now to allow the cleansing and the clearing and the shedding of any visions maybe you've had or intuitive messages that you've had that you don't want to think about anymore. Sometimes we get messages and they're not really serving us anymore, or they're bringing us down, or maybe they didn't manifest because timelines change, or maybe we just don't want to hang on to those messages anymore, whether we got them or someone who's trained in the arts gave them to us. So let it go. You don't have to think about those readings or those messages or those things, or maybe they're disappointing. Maybe you really worked really hard for that message to come to fruition. I'll share a personal story. I really believed I was going to have another soul and another baby come to me, and did not manifest. But I do have my Eldon. But it's okay. So maybe I don't want to think about all those times that I would get the message and the confirmation and the reassurance, or I would even get them myself. Maybe I just want to clear that. I want to cleanse that. I want to heal that. I want to let that go. Sometimes messages are no longer meant to stay with us. There's new messages out there. There's messages for you to get. There's new messages for others to give you if you're open to that kind of thing, because your timelines have changed. What you're doing has changed, and you're still going to get all the good that came from those old messages. But you can discard the things that make you feel bad, or that you grieve, or that you are disappointed in, or that made you kind of feel uneasy. Just let it go. Let's let that cleanse. So golden flame, cleanse it, cleanse it, cleanse it. Cleanse the thoughts that just are not serving you anymore. Sometimes we get a bad tape in our head. We keep saying something to ourselves. Maybe it's about ourselves, or maybe it's about our life. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Why can't I ever catch up? Why can't I get ahead of the bills? Why can't I save more money? Why can't I have whatever it is that I see other people do it all the time? I see them go viral, or I see them, climb the ladder and now they are running their own company, or I see them have, 10 children and they're really on top of the world raising a family. Doesn't matter. Let that go. Let those tapes go. Why do I always feel so tired? Or why do I always get sick? All those things that we say to ourselves that we maybe don't even realize, we're not even conscious that we say to ourselves. Let those bad tapes go. We don't need to keep repeating them. This healing is for you. There's so many more examples I could come up with, but you know what your bad tapes in your head are. Let that golden flame ignite the healing so that you can get to the opposite of where you don't want to be. You can get to exactly where you want to be. And the healing is revealing what the mystery was hiding. It doesn't have to be the answers. It doesn't have to be the magic key. It's just knowing and clarity and messages that you're ready for now. And it's also just clearness. It's not just clarity, like I understand, I know, I get the message. It's also sometimes just clearing. just clearing, just being blank is a beautiful thing. Let's go back to that 0 point. Let's slip through the eye of the needle. Let's reset. Healing. Really activating those third eyes and healing them. Keep that going, and let's move to our final chakra that we will deal with tonight. Obviously, we have all these higher and lower chakras beyond our master 7, but we're doing this. We're doing what's inside our own physical being and inside of our auric bubble. Okay, so last question mark, spiritual question mark on the top of your crown chakra, golden flame around it, healing it, clearing it, removing it, allowing our crown physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional meanings, mysteries to be revealed to us, opening up the crown, letting the golden flame heal. There no longer is a question mark, and there no longer is a question of where are my guides? Where are the angels? Who or what is Great Spirit, Divine, Creator, Source, God, Goddess, and all the other terms that have been used from the beginning of time until this present moment, which is where we are in this crown flame right now, this spiritual crown flame. We are in the moment, we are in the present. All of the beings that you connect with, especially through your crown, where are they? They are here. Who are they? They are part of the light. They're just a part of the greater whole. And they love you, and you have access to them. And that's one of your revelations. Allow yourself to get more. I'll do the healing. Your relationship with spirit and all the beings is very personal. Allow that to be personal. You don't always have to follow the collective. Even if you're inspired by the collective teachings and meanings, this is your relationship with all spiritual, higher vibrational beings, great source creator. It's you and the. Allow this golden flame in your crown to make you remember that it's personal, it's yours, it's beautiful, it's ever present, it's within you, it's around you, it's even further than you. And it all comes back to that heartbeat in your chest. So bring that golden flame now from your crown down to your heart and connect them. One big flame, heart to crown, crown to heart. Your heartbeat is the same as source. And source is the same as your heartbeat. And there is an individual relationship between your heartbeat and source. And that relationship goes both ways. Take a moment, put your hands up on your thighs and your lap. Feel the love. Feel the love from all that is, all that vibrates, all that makes the breath go in and out of your lungs, and all that blesses you with life and miracles and joy. Feel the love, feel the personal relationship. And now allow that golden flame to go all around your meditating body, just doing a final clearing and a final healing for each and every one of you. Allow it to burn even brighter and wider and taller, cleansing your aura, clearing it, making room for the new. Shedding, shedding, shedding. Being in the present moment, clear, open vessel, crystal clear, healed, calm, joyful, love, at peace, ready for your new moon cycle. Ground your golden flame down into the earth, and as you do that, feel your energy grounding yourself, condensing at whatever level you would like to condense in. You can stay extremely expansive. You're very clear now. If you like your energy in closer, pull it in closer, but the flame is above you, all the way through you, and now it's down into the earth, grounding you. Send your energy down into the core of the earth, connecting with the earth's core flame, the earth's magma. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much.
We're back. That was great. Very powerful transmission. Very beautiful. And I love that you brought Inanna in. That was awesome. I love that goddess. I love that energy. So we've got Heather's email on the screen for you if you'd like to book a private session with her for healing, for intuitive counseling. That's a good place to go. So there she is.
And also teaching, if anyone would like to learn more about, especially what the chakras roll over and you know how we use them as these portals to really work with certain physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual things. It's a nice thing to learn.
Very good thing to learn. Very useful. Yes. So that was great. So we're all like charged up and grounded and ready for this upgrade, and we'll see what happens next. 2025 is likely to go out with a bang, and then we come into our one universal year. So it's going to be very, very interesting time. So keep working with the heart, keep working with this. And I would recommend coming back to these transmission. You can come back to both of them or to Heather's transmission, whatever you choose, for at least the next several days to really reset into these higher energies. So other than that, we'll be back on Sunday for tarot time. Thursday at noon, Thanksgiving, we're going to do our traditional prayers and energy work for the planets. So we're going to do that on Thanksgiving Day at noon. I think the parade is over at noon. Hopefully it is, but we're going to start either way. And those other things, I can't think of them right now. So you all have a really amazing night.
Do you want to tell them about the yearly forecasts? I don't know.
Yeah, we have I think we have how many? I think there's we have 10 more, like 10 or 11 more, and the yearly forecast for 2026. It's something that I do every year. A lot of you, or a few of you, have gotten them already. So we do some channel messages, work with numerology, tarot, and give you a personalized forecast for the year and month by month. And it's all written, so it's in PDF form. And
it's really fun because, like, so you read for January, you read for February, but then you go back to it during the month and you're like, oh, aha. But then you go back to it like the next couple months, look back and go, aha. So they're really accurate and they're amazing. And the way that Adam does them, it's such a bargain because you're getting the whole year for basically the price of a reading, you know?
Yeah. I'll just type my email up here if anybody wants to get more information. This is for Between the Worlds or our email. So let me see. Hopefully I typed that in right. Info at AdamBetweenTheWorlds.com. Yep, we did it. So yeah, I have a feeling these last 10 are going to sell out pretty quickly. So if you're interested, let us know. They'll be ready at this point. If you get in on the 15th one, we can still probably get that by the January 1st. Otherwise, they'll be done in January. You know, I've got a big backlog already. And as you know, if you watch me on YouTube, you know that I'm really busy. I put out a lot of content for you guys. And that doesn't even count my reading schedule, which is pretty busy also. All right. All righty then. So I'll take my email down. And yeah, do, quiet, loving energy, be good to yourself, assimilate these energies from the master teachers and from the healing masters through Heather to really absorb and assimilate these energies, let them vibrate through you. And, a new you is going to get reborn in the Sagittarian energy. And then right as Sagittarius season ends, then we're at the solstice. That's like the new spark of the sun, the new solar cycle begins. So we made it this far. This is the big shift
And
now.
I'm born.
Yes. All right. I'm going to end now. Love you guys. Thanks
Mwah.
for
Love
being
you
here.
all. Nice to see you all again.